What's up? I'm St. John, and you're now watching Baller Alert. You like my bracelet? I like it. It's cute. Look at this.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Jenny B, and you're watching Baller Talk only on Baller Alert TV. Today, we have singer-songwriter,
record producer, executive, National Geographic's exotic sex.
All that.
Right? All that. I like this.
St. John. That's who we got in the building today. So, what's up? How you doing?
I like how you just activated. Her whole shit just changed. She was like, now, today starring in Blue Panther.
Why are you giving away my secrets, though?
I know, look, I just want them to know who you are, deep down inside.
Yes, I'm a bundle of joy, just like you.
That. A bundle of joy.
Yes.
I wouldn't be that'd be the first time somebody said that. But I like where you're going with this.
So, you've been in business for about 10 years. You started back in 2010 when you released your first song under your birth name.
Okay.
And then you took a break and started writing, and now you're back doing music for yourself. So what made you stop writing music in the first place? What made you stop doing music in the first place? Let me know what's going on.
Well, I didn't stop. I started making records for myself. I put out some records. I saw very, very minimal success, and an opportunity came. And I started songwriting.
So you were writing for Jadena, Usher, who else?
Nico and Vince, a couple other people, Kaiser, a bunch of names.
Yeah, a bunch of writing credits you got under your belt, and then you just went and started being your own, making that music for yourself, right?
I like that, like this. Making that music for yourself.
All that. So then in 2016, you released your first song under your new name, St. John. Your real name was
name
at
is
first
Carlos St. John, right?
But then but you started using your.
I just dropped the reggaeton part of it, and so I just dropped the Carlos because it was. My homie he was making a joke. He was like, "Fam, you sound like you about to put out your reggaeton album." I was like, "Okay, let's course correct that a little bit." So I just went with St. John, which is still my real name.
Let's talk about how your transition to becoming St. John from just making music. I mean, just writing music. Yeah.
It was simple. I just went from being in the background to the foreground. I've always been this guy. Whoever I am, I've always been this. It was hard to hide whatever this is.
Right.
And I don't know what this is. So when I started writing for people, I wanted to go back to being the person narrating my own story.
Yeah. So when you're writing music, did you write your own experiences for other people, and then you just decided, like, might as well just do it for myself if I'm telling the story?
It's purely been my story. I'm not creative enough to write your story. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm the girl with the sexy skin and the braid. Like, I don't know. I can't even make those words rhyme, right? So I was writing my story, and other people would sing it. But there's parts of all of our stories that sound similar, right? I'm sure you could tell me about a way you were growing up, and I'd be like, oh, that sounds like my life growing up. And that's sort of where the through line is. And when I transitioned back, I just wanted to tell my own story myself.
Yes. So you're from New York. I'm from the Tri-State as well. I'm from Jersey, though.
Okay. Yeah,
Tri-State.
That counts.
That is the Tri-State.
I'm saying it counts. It counts, no?
Of course.
The Tri-State.
New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut.
I haven't heard Tri-State in such a long time.
So you're from New York and Brooklyn specifically, and Guyana. You grew up in both places. So tell me how your upbringing influenced your music.
I just grew up super poor, like a barefoot kid in Guyana running around on a scooter, or, you know what I'm saying? I grew up doing all the things Caribbean, West Indian kids did. We ain't had no money, so we got really creative. When you don't have a lot, for whatever reason, it forces your mind to go create those circumstances or the environments that you want to live in or that you want to see in the world. So I was poor in New York and I was poor in Guyana, but it was different degrees of poverty. Because poverty in America is food stamps, and there's still opportunity to one degree or the next. There's Section 8, there's food stamps. If you're really, really, really progressive, or in your mind and the way that you behave, you can potentially, if the stars line up, you can escape poverty in America. Third world poverty is a whole other thing. Not just the system, it's the mentality and everything around it. There's no infrastructure to give you any type of growth. Even if you become good enough that your ideas can potentially see the world, there's no infrastructure to support it.
So that's ultimately why you decided to pursue a career in the United States rather than
I had no choice in that.
Really?
Yeah, because my mom brought us here so she could give birth to us on American soil, so we could have a citizenship.
Right.
So we can be, naturalized here, so we wouldn't have issues like what 21 is going through right now.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of my brothers get deported, and I think that was a fear for my parents as well. So shout out to moms for making that make sense.
So you started doing music when you were about how old?
I was probably like 11 or something like that. I was a kid.
Inspired by your older brother who rapped on the streets. That's also from the internet as well.
Yeah. Shout out to the internet, tells you everything.
So, and they also said that your dad was a preacher.
Well, my mother she's a preacher, a pastor, a minister, a woman of the Lord, the cloth talk.
So how did your new career as a musician and rapping, how did that take part from your mom's religious background?
You know, it was cool. It was fun. I was a bit of a rebel as a kid, and she forced faith on us. She made us go to all the churches and indoctrinate ourselves in religion, and I sort of rebelled against it. Like I hated the idea of forcing kids on the concept of religion or God or anything like that. It has to come to them. You can introduce them to it, but you can't force them.
Yeah.
Man, so this is the natural result of what happens when you force your children to go to church. They end up in a strip club like me. You want your kids to go to a strip club? Force them into the church.
Okay. So your Instagram name is Ghetto Lenny.
Yeah.
Based on Lenny Kravitz, or?
Maybe.
Let us know where you get that name from. You call yourself Ghetto Lenny on one of your songs, also in your new project.
Yeah, I mean, they started calling me that because of my aesthetic.
So tell me about where you align with Lenny Kravitz, because I saw you did say once that it wasn't musically. So let me know what inspires you from Lenny Kravitz.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I like my pants leather, my shirt silk, and my hair nappy. That's really it. So in the spirit of that, and I make music from a place of passion and pain. So it veered into that direction. You haven't seen too many guys that look like, of my hue, make music like this and look like this. So I think that's where it came from, Ghetto Lenny. I like it though.
I like it too.
Well, hood nigga, I'll take it.
So where does the pain come from in your music?
I mean, I've been through a lot. And I mean, we don't have enough time to talk about that. But I've been through a significant amount. Things that I inherited from people around me, things that I just went through firsthand. Wanting to be great, wanting to be good at anything on this planet, it's gonna cost you a lot.
Right.
And I've been paying for a long time.
Do you feel like it's paying off yet?
I mean, yeah, fam. I got a lot of silk shirts. I'm okay, doing better.
Okay, so let's get into some fun questions. So in 3 Below, you say you prefer Shaniqua over Elizabeth and Ratchet Bitches. So is that your preference? Well, first of all, are you single?
I'm very single.
Okay, he's single, if anybody is wondering.
Yeah.
So what's your preference? What do you look for? Do you prefer Shaniqua over Elizabeth?
I mean, that's what the songs say, right?
Yeah, well, some people, not everybody, some people got a little, loopholes to their lyrics. So.
I'm saying I like things that are incredible looking.
Okay.
I like beautiful pieces of art. In general, in life, I just like art. I think a beautiful woman is artistic. So, and I like triple melanin. That's my color. That's the hue I like.
I can dig that.
All right. You're gonna high five. Come on, this is it. This is it. Include yourself. There you go.
So you've been backed by music legend Biggs Burke, who is the co-founder of Rockefeller, of course. He also said that you were the best new artist of 2018. How did that relationship come about?
It just happened. We have mutual friends. So Biggs' friends happened to be some of my friends, and I saw Biggs at a show at the Pierre Moss show, fashion show. This sounds so luxe. This is luxe. This conversation just went in a completely different direction, but I like it. So I saw him at a fashion show for Fashion Week, and we had so many friends in common. I was like, yo, fam, we hadn't met. Really nice to meet you. I wanted the world, our worlds to become a little bit smaller because there was a bridge. We knew, some of the same people. And he was like, yo, fam, I heard your music. He's like, let's take a picture. But I didn't know. I was just saying hi. You know your homegirl that you might have, that's your friend of a friend. You see them out and you'd heard so much about them that you just walk up to them and you feel comfortable enough saying something?
Yeah.
It was like that.
That's what's up. So he also said that he hoped that you would one day work with Jay-Z. Is that in the works? Has that happened?
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that.
He hoped one day I'll work with Jay?
Yeah.
I like that. That sounds good. His hopes sound wonderful to me.
What was the first thing you bought with your biggest music paycheck?
I could tell you the first thing I bought, period, right? The first time I got any money, I went and bought the biggest Creed I could find. You know what Creed is?
No.
Come here, smell it. How much more do you love me now? That's all right. Don't say it out loud. I don't want to make it weird. All right. So the first thing that I bought was this massive size Creed because I wanted you to know a new nigga with new money walked in the room, no matter where I went. I want to leave a trail 6 blocks away. Right?
I feel that.
You understand?
Yes.
Niggas know there's somebody on the corner that smelled me when I was walking here that's waiting for me to come back.
Just to let you know how
Absolutely.
good you smell.
The first thing I bought was a Creed.
Yeah. Speaking of how good you smell, that face, your complexion is just so smooth and amazing. Yes. What's your skin routine? Let me know.
I like strippers and titty milk, and I just mix it up together.
And just rub it in.
A little silk, right? A little silk scarf around my neck. I know what I got to do with my skin up here, but it feels right. Everything feels so much more oxygenated.
Let's put the definition right there.
Yeah.
What's the definition? Okay, write it out.
Silk, titty milk, and strippers oxygenate your skin.
Okay, all right. So now, what's the most expensive thing you have purchased with your big bags?
I don't make a Target. Don't make me a Target. I'll be walking on the street.
Niggas come on, we trying to get something that's baller.
The most expensive thing, well, I went to the store the other day. It was like a week ago. I went to Van Cleef and Arpels. Are you familiar?
No.
It's cool. It's cool. It's some old.
I mean, you could put me on.
White money shit. Look, it's you see this bracelet right here?
Yeah.
Now niggas gonna know. See how we trying to keep it quiet? Now you got niggas gonna know.
Let us know.
Yeah, it's pretty. Look.
You gotta put people on. That is very pretty.
I like precious gemstones. I'm not a big diamond guy. But you wouldn't know that this is a bag. This is a whole bag.
A big bag.
This is an aggressive cost.
Okay.
You know, for a civilian, like if you just working a 9 to 5,
right?
It's an aggressive price for this little dainty bracelet. I won't tell you how much though. You got Google, fam. You got everything else on the internet. I got to do it. Come on.
That's what happens when you making them big bags, man.
I think this is the most expensive thing I've ever bought one time. But I go shopping all the time.
And
I love Saint Laurent.
Just throwing everything in a bag.
I mean, I make generous donations.
Before we wrap it up, let me know what you got going on. Tell us what you're doing, your new project. Let us know.
Well, for one, my first project came out last year, 2018. March. It's called Collection 1. It's epic. It's fucking great. If you can't say your shit ain't great, then what the fuck can you say? It's great. Say it with me. It's great.
It's great.
Let's try it again. It's great. It was great.
It sure is.
My next project is Ghetto Lenny's Love Songs for Christians. That's what it's called. It comes out this year. I should leave here and play for my mom. See what she thinks about it.
Yes, you should play White Parents Would Hate This.
So the first 2 records off of it. The first one is McDonald's Rich. The second one is called White Parents Are Gonna Hate This. Fuck that nigga with his right shit. Fuck that nigga with his right shit. Fuck that nigga with his right shit. Fuck that nigga. Did you take tonight? Did you think white parents were gonna hate this when you heard the song?
Yeah.
What did you think when you heard it?
I thought this was really dope, and the title is even doper. So, I can't wait to meet him later. Duh.
Yes.
Yes, bitch. Yes. Thank you so much for sitting and talk with us today, St. John. It was a pleasure.
My pleasure. Don't steal my skincare routine, though. Don't make it weird.
Oh no, I'm good off that one. Maybe I have to alter one for myself.
Maybe you could take out the titty milk, but the strippers and the silk is mandate.
Probably. I'll see if it works, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, hit me back.
All right. That's all for today. I'm Miss Jenny B, and this was Baller Talk.